Hello and welcome. We are continuing to read Ranger in Time, Night of Soldiers and Spies. This is Chapter 16, Marshmallows and Memories. Chapter 16, Vocabulary. The one and only word is number 1, frayed. Of a fabric, rope, or cord, unraveled or worn at the edge. If you open your books to page 116, we'll start reading Chapter 16, Marshmallows and Memories. Ranger lowered his head and let the old first aid kit fall onto his dog bed. He pawed at his blanket until it was covered up. Then he dropped the old frayed rope on top. "Hey, Ranger!" Luke stood by the door with a bag of marshmallows. "What you doing?" He bent and picked up the rope. "Where's this from?" Ranger took the end of it in his teeth and tugged. "You want to play tug of war?" Luke pulled back for a while. Then he let go. Carefully, Ranger nuzzled the old rope under his blanket. "Okay, I can take a hint," Luke said, laughing. "We don't have to play anymore. But do you want to come outside?" Ranger trotted up to Luke and licked his marshmallow, sugary hand. Then he sat and waited for an ear scratch. When Luke didn't do that right away, Ranger nudged his hand. "You want some love, huh?" Luke put down the marshmallows, knelt beside Ranger, and gave him a big hug. "Sorry those fireworks scared you, but they're over now. You should come outside." He went to the door and held it open. "Come on, Ranger, let's go." Ranger sat by his dog bed. He didn't want to go out unless the fireworks were really over. It didn't sound loud out there anymore, but you could never be sure with fireworks. Luke was going no matter what, though, and he was taking the marshmallows. Ranger trotted to the door. He was glad to be home, but he'd never forget Isaac. Ranger understood that even though his work was done for now, Isaac still had journeys and battles ahead of him. But somehow Ranger knew that the brave boy with the strong rowing arms would be all right. "I'm going out to the fire." Luke was holding the door. "You coming, Ranger?" Ranger went outside and followed Luke into the yard over to the fire pit where Dad was adding more wood. The fireworks were over. Only the moon lit the sky. All Ranger could hear were Sadie and Mom laughing and the fire crackling. It smelled good, like wood smoke and toasted marshmallows and home. Chapter 16, Comprehension Questions. Question 1. What are the names of the family members Ranger lives with when he is not on a mission that involves time travel? Sample answer. The names of the family members Ranger lives with when he is not on a mission that involves time travel are Luke and Sadie. These are two children who live in modern times with a mom and dad. Question 2. If you could travel back to the Battle of Trenton, tell me why you would or would not want to take this journey. Sample answer. I would be happy to travel back 247 years to the Battle of Trenton because I am very interested in the history of the United States. It is important for me to add, however, that I would make this trip only if I am able to return to this time period safely after my visit. If I couldn't return to this time period, I wouldn't want to go because I would miss all my friends and family members. Other things that would keep me from wanting to travel back to the Battle of Trenton would be the fact that I could become ill with smallpox or be injured or even killed in battle. And this takes us to the author's note.